Hi, I'm Liz Heineke, the Kitchen Pantry Scientist, and I have a fun experiment that will help you learn about a process called chemical dispersion, where chemicals move from areas of high concentration to areas of lower concentration. For this project, you will need a ½ ounce of gelatin, which is 2 packets from this 4-packet container. You will need a straw, you'll need some food coloring, and you'll need a heat-resistant container. So the first thing you will do is to dissolve ½ ounce of gelatin in 2 cups of water, and parental supervision required when dealing with hot liquids, right? You will pour it into your heat-resistant container and let it solidify. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut, just take a knife, you don't need a sharp knife, but cut a little hole representing a stream or a pond right down the middle of your gelatin. Okay, once you've done that, you are gonna take your straw and you are going to poke holes in the gelatin. Poke them about halfway in, not all the way to the bottom, all over both sides of your gelatin, and then use a toothpick or skewer to pop out the plugs. Okay, so this gelatin that we have here is going to represent soil, because we're going to think about how chemicals that we spray on crops, lawns, and gardens can move through soil and into water. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your food coloring, and you can see that I chose blue and yellow. You're going to take your food coloring and drip it into each of these holes. And obviously you're going to leave this horizontal and let it sit for a day or two and check it every once in a while. What you will see is these chemicals dispersing, the food coloring. So they're moving from higher concentration to areas of lower concentration. And you'll see these circles get bigger and bigger and bigger and expand. And if you put some water in your stream and let it sit for a couple days, eventually these chemicals will move through the gelatin and into your little stream. And you will actually, I'm combining blue and yellow, so what color will I get? I will see a green stream. But another thing to notice, different food coloring contains different chemicals, and different molecules are different sizes. So you will see that some colors like yellow disperse more quickly than other colors like blue. So that's a really cool component of this too. You can see how different chemicals might move through soil at different rates. Anyway, this is a fun experiment once again to try to see how chemicals disperse through soil into water. And this is important to think about because if you think about the environment, eventually some of these chemicals can make their way into the food chain. So the chemicals can get into the water. Invertebrates get contaminated with the chemicals, then fish eat the invertebrates, then birds eat the fish, and eventually these chemicals can make their way up to mammals, like up in the food chain, like you and me. So this is a great project. It teaches you about chemical dispersion, and it also teaches you why we need to think about what chemicals we are putting on the environment. Try it.